What's up guys, it's your boy PSGINT here, back with another video, and today I will talk about the greatness of Nuno Mendes, especially in 2022. So let's get straight into it. So Nuno Mendes got signed from Sporting Lisbon this past summer for a loan option, with a loan for a 30 million option. And I was like, it was at the deadline there, I was like, alright, it's a great signing. He's a young left back. I hadn't seen any footage of him before, only like the memes, Nuno Mendes and so on. But with it being a loan and him being a youngster, I was like, alright, this is at least in the right direction we're moving, signing young, talented, full potential players and trying to get the best out of them. In the beginning, I liked him. First of all, most because of his passion and so on. I understood that. Him being a youngster coming to a big side like Paris Saint-Germain, of course he's going to be passionate and hungry. But he wasn't that good in the beginning. I mean, a lot of defensive mistakes, a lot of crosses to nobody. So I was wondering, I mean, how good is this guy? And I would have wanted Theo Hernandez instead. But ever since then, he has slightly improved. And as I said in the beginning, I loved him as a player, I loved him as a person, but his qualities were not up. And as I said, maybe I wanted Theo Hernandez or somebody else, because I wanted something now. But Nuno Mendes has proven me wrong. He has trained and trained and trained and trained and improved, and we have really seen him become a totally different player from the first game until now. He said it in an interview that in Sporting Lisbon he was used to playing as a left wing back, but now he's playing in a 4 at the back. And he said that in the beginning it was difficult, but he has adapted a lot to it. First of all, one of his strengths right now is shielding the ball. I mean, he isn't like the bulkiest guy, but he's so strong and he knows how to use his body perfectly. As you can see in this picture, Carvajal can't get the ball off him, and Asensio's just there looking at the ball. And this is just one of the high IQ plays of him, being such a young talented player as well. Same picture here, Carvajal doing his best. I mean, Carvajal is an experienced veteran who has won 4 Champions Leagues with Real Madrid and still can't touch Nuno Mendes. I know Carvajal isn't in the best form and he's very old right now, but this is great sign for Nuno Mendes and the future he has at Paris Saint-Germain. Same thing against the ball. When the attacker has the ball, Nuno Mendes uses his body perfectly to defend and persuade the attacker either to not go there, or he gives him an open space and then just runs, tackles him and gets the ball. And that's why Nuno Mendes is so good. He's so comfortable being a 19-year-old playing against very dangerous wingers. For example, Mahrez, Asensio, both of them did nothing in both ties against Paris Saint-Germain because of Nuno Mendes, because he knows how to defend against them. And he always stays close to defender, and that's one thing I like with him. His pressing, he always gets up close and makes a lot of pressure for the other player, makes it very hard for him to try to dribble or try to even think about what to do. Nuno Mendes goes to the player, he goes to the ball as soon as possible, either in offensive or in a defensive position, because he always looks forward. And in all these pictures you can see him right beside the player, stressing him, wanting him to make a quick move that he can easily intercept. And that just shows a lot of maturity for a 19-year-old guy. I mean, he can become one of the future left-back goats, in my opinion. That's what I see with his potential, because he has defensive awareness and then he has the offensive awareness. Every time Nuno Mendes gets the ball, instead of passing it back to Kimpembe or in the midfield, he always pushes forward, always pushes for a pass to Kylian Mbappe, Lionel Messi, Neymar, or just sprints himself. He always wants an outlet. He always wants offensive, and that's very good from Nuno Mendes. You can always see him down that left side, sprinting ahead of everyone else, making runs, putting in crosses, dribbling into the box. I mean, this guy's such a beast. We talked about defensively and offensively. That's why he's such a complete player, because he can do it both. Look at his heat map. It's red on the whole left side. I mean, that's why we can play a 3 at the back, because Nuno Mendes can clearly with him having full of energy, played the whole 90 minutes, covering both the attacking and the defensive left side of the pitch with no problem. One thing I also want to add is that Nuno Mendes has great relation with a lot of Paris Saint-Germain players. He talked about it, his relation with Danilo Pereira, and that Danilo Pereira is like a father figure for him, with both being in Portuguese and so on. But his relation, it's not only with Danilo Pereira, it's with Neymar Jr. on the left side. Yes, Neymar has missed a lot of games, but I can see this link up being so dangerous because Neymar right now is playing with an amazing left back. Nearly an elite left back. Yes, I'm saying this because that's what Nuno Mendes does on the pitch. His relationship with Kimpembe as well. That left side, I don't see any attacks coming from it. It's mostly from the middle when Verratti is missing or Paredes is missing or Danilo is having a bad game. But from the left side, I don't see anything because Nuno Mendes gets the ball every time. Even against Real Madrid, completed 3 dribbles, had 6 tackles. So both the defensive and offensive side against a great team. And his relationship with Idrissa Gueye as well. Idrissa Gueye, often when he sees that 2 players double up on Nuno Mendes, he comes and helps him. And that shows that they want to give Nuno Mendes as much responsibility as possible, but they aren't stupid. They want to help him. They wanted to help him improve, and we have to give props when it's due. And we have to thank Pochettino for playing Nuno Mendes this much. Yes, he's a youngster. I mean, he doesn't play the other youngsters. Yes, Bernat just came back from injury, but I expected Pochettino to play Juan Bernat much more. But he has played Nuno Mendes so many times, and it has helped us so much. So comment down below, what do you think about Nuno Mendes? How does his future look at Paris Saint-Germain? And how much would you rate the transfer so far from 1 to 10? But other than that, make sure to like this video, comment down below what you thought of this video, like, subscribe and put on notifications. And as usual, allez Paris!